Hello, welcome back to my look at Kenshi here with me, Meoni. Now, I've sped up a bit of this footage here. Now, I wanted to make it perfectly obvious that building these items does take quite a significant amount of time in Kenshi, and really it would be rather boring. Me just sat here waiting for it. As you can see, I've speeded it up with the speed up function. You can go up to like, I think it's 3 or 4 times speed. As you can see, the night has come. There is a day-night cycle in this game, and I believe that affects things like temperature and other things. Obviously, there are hunger meters. Some of these things aren't properly incorporated yet, but there will be an emphasis on surviving as well. So this won't be probably that possible to just come out in the middle of a desert and work on it until it's done in one go. The likelihood is these people will need rest, and as such, we'd probably have to move to a near village to get that rest. So we're nearing completion here. The framework is all but gone. I believe the last stage is where the frame comes down, and we know there they finished their work, so they're just standing idle. Now we have a shack in the middle of a desert. Now this isn't exactly ideal, but we're going to see what we can do with this. So what I'm going to do now is restore the normal time and just check the inventory of the stuff we have left. So we do actually have quite a lot of blocks and such left, so we can build a few more buildings, which is definitely what I'm going for. I'm going to see what I can build with what I've got from the start of the game and see what we need after that. So the first thing we're going to place down is a well, so we're going to just plonk one of those down, and once that's plonked, yeah, we can put down a farm. So we can put down the foundations for a lot of this stuff, so I'm going to just whack out a load of foundations and see if we can build these items. Now, the item I just placed next to the shack was a generator. Now, I believe you actually have to be trained to use that, but once you are trained, or rather one of your dudes is trained to be able to use that, or I guess you hire someone who is already trained to use that, they can use it to create energy, which can be used for various machinery such as a refinery. So the idea is you can build a mine anywhere, and then you can mine up a load of rocks, which we're going to do. We're going to place a mine down, and we're also going to put down a refinery so that once that has power, we can then power the refinery with someone who's skilled enough to use the refinery and make blocks. And then obviously once you've done that, you can sustain your own buildings with, you know, infinite amounts of refined rock into stone slabs, and so on. So as you can see, we've got a lot to build here, so I'm getting the gang in on this, get them ready to do this stuff. I'm probably going to end up splitting these guys up. Yeah, let's do that. You can see in the distance, actually, I've just put my mouse cursor over it. You can see it goes red when it's an enemy, and obviously in this game there are bandits that freely wander the wilderness, so obviously building stuff with no guards in the middle of a desert is probably going to be a bit of a painful experience, and hopefully we get to show off that combat soon. But well, hopefully. I don't know if we're going to stand a chance, to be honest. So we're splitting the guys up. Some of them are going to be going to work on the refinery or the mine, which is to the left, and this guy's going to go over here and work on the generator. Actually, no, let's get him to go in here. What did I put something in here. I think I put a research station in here where people can go and research. I don't seem to be able to go in the room, though. And oh, I thought I'd got him stuck in that then. Come on, go in. Go in the damn hut, for God's sake. I just built it. So usually you see, this is a problem. I put the framework right next to the door. This is a little problem. When you place down stuff like the research station, it has to actually be inside a structure. And the issue with that is, unless you have somebody in the structure, you cannot see where you've placed it. And I just randomly plonked it in there, and it's at the doorway. So that's fucked. We can't actually build that, simply because it's too close to the door, and we can't get the other side to actually put the materials down to build it. So, I don't know, let's put another hut down and get this guy to work on that. I'm actually trying to figure out if it's worth bothering. We may as well see if, yeah, let's just get the mine up and the well and see what we can do from there. It's probably best if we just get some of this other stuff built so we can actually look at it. I doubt that we're going to survive long enough to show it all off anyway, considering the harsh environment we're in. And holy shit, there we go. Yeah. So, as you can see now, we're in combat with some traveling dudes. I did make a cut there. I forgot about that, actually, but I cut between the boring building. I was going to cut back when it was built and just show the final product, but unfortunately these bandits came too close. So, as you can see, they're all split up a bit now, and my dudes aren't faring very well. These random bandits are a little bit higher level than me, and obviously more skilled. So as you can see, some of the workers have already been cut down in the distance. If I have a med pack in the inventory of one of these guys, I can make him go over and heal that other guy. But basically, I'm gonna die here. I'm surrounded, and everyone is getting murdered. The combat is as such that you can just select the people you want to attack with, and click on the person you want to attack, and just right-click them. The only difficulty is, obviously, that once you've clicked it, that's pretty much all you do. You don't control the swordsmanship or anything like that. You just have to hope to God that you have higher stats than the opponent. And sometimes it's very hard, I will say, to regroup. So we've actually lost another dude there. In fact, my main character. So yeah, we don't really have anyone left. So this might be the end of my session. I don't know. Let's see if we can do anything about this. This poor bugger. Yeah, we're dead. Look at that. Our entire team wiped out, and not a single one of theirs is dead, I think. Actually, no, I think we got one of them. That's not quite as bad, I guess, but we just got trounced by a load of random people. See, this is the reason why you build a little closer than to a town than I have. I'm not sure where the nearest town is, actually. But for some reason the game isn't ending, and I've realised that some of these people, they're not actually dead yet, they're bleeding out. Right, so very Daisy-like. They will bleed out for a while before they die, essentially. And hopefully one of these guys will be able to regain consciousness, and hopefully he'll have a medikit. Oh, people are dying, you see. So a lot of these guys are bleeding out, and unfortunately there's nothing we can really do about it. You see, look, here's the medikits in this guy's inventory, and I can't do anything with them. The other thing that we're going to probably have to look at is looting, and it's probably best to split these items between the various different characters. Oh my god, we've got a guy up. Is that a guy up? Hold on. He's alive. Hey, how's it going? Right, so this guy is going to be the saviour. I think he stopped bleeding as well. Like, he's the luckiest man alive. All of these people are bleeding out and are about to die. Now, I'm not sure how to do this, so I'm going to throw those on the floor. Is that how it works? Oh, no. I've thrown them out of the other guy's inventory on the floor. So this guy... oh, I can pick them up. There we go. So I've picked up the bandages now, and I'm going to bandage this guy. So I'm going to save this guy, and hopefully we can keep a couple of these alive. Obviously this is a race against time, and I should have probably noticed that guy was alive a lot sooner and reacted as such. But there we go. I'm going to speed up time a little bit because obviously apparently bandaging wounds this deep take a lot of time, so I'd rather just focus on one of them and hope for the best. So actually he is bandaged, apparently. Like, his bleeding has stopped. You can see in his character window there that he has stopped bleeding and he is recovering. Those sort of gold bars are showing what needed to be healed, and basically he got chopped to pieces and somehow survived. Now, some of these people are very close to death, so I'm going to try and save whoever I can. This guy is very fortunate. He's like... Look at this guy, how... Oh my god. I'm not sure if there's any saving this guy. I think he got slashed into the floor a bit there. Maybe stamped on a bit. He doesn't seem to have much of a head left. Yeah. But we do have loot. Oh my goodness. So we did end up killing one of them, which is brilliant. Hopefully that was my main character. And we do have some items. So when you go to loot a corpse, you can basically take the items and put it in your inventory. And inventory size is obviously filled with items that have the relative sized obstacles. So we can steal his hat there and steal his pants and stuff. and the guy will be naked on the floor. But obviously they take up the same room in everybody's inventory, and all of the inventory slots, as far as I can tell, are the same size until you can upgrade your backpack. Again, very much like DayZ. So yeah, we're going to try and heal this guy. The guy that's recovering is still on the floor, but he's going to be there a long time. There was a lot of blood to try and bring back. Look, so he's recovering. He should recover in the next like 20 minutes probably. But yeah, once the guys have been knocked out of action, the NPCs will often just disappear. The bandits have gone because they've already killed us. So we're quite lucky in that regard. But yeah. So what we should do now is look at things that we can go and sell. I've just noticed actually, if you look at the right side of the screen here, we actually have a settlement. This is a town. There are quite a few of these in the game. These are NPC driven towns where you can buy and sell and such. So I'm sending my lone survivor, the guy who survived the battle and somehow didn't die and managed to save 2 other people. We're actually going to lose another person in a minute, but we're going to have 3 left over. My main character's dead, but we're going to send him off to the town and sell whatever he's got, and hopefully see if we can hire some extra muscle to help us out, basically, or even someone to help us finish the building. Obviously, we're going to be a little bit short on building materials. We've used most of them on the settlement already out there in the middle of the desert, so... But anyway, this gives me an opportunity to show you the actual trading system and what there actually is in town. As you can see, I've brought up the map here. This is the map of the game. It's a little bit confusing. The map is absolutely massive, and as I can show you here, it will only show you the area you're currently in. So I'm actually heading to this town over here. I don't know what the name of the town is actually. You can see there the game paused itself and put it back to normal time. That's because a significant event happened or NPCs loaded, and when that happens the game brings it down to normal speed to prevent the game crashing, which is fine by me. So we're approaching the main gates here. We're going to slow down time. These guards won't have any trouble with me. I'm just a builder. I'm not a bandit or anything. I didn't choose that lineage. Obviously, if I did, I'd probably be affected by this. Or probably shouldn't be messing around with the camera. As you can see, these settlements are fairly large. This is one of the smallest. There are some quite huge things, and there are various buildings here which offer different things. So we have a shop here with various things in it. I believe this is just full of all sorts of stuff like that. I think it's just like supposed to be a tavern, I think. Yeah, this is a tavern.